Okay, hello. Right, so I'm sitting here, got Simon. It's Saturday morning, it's late. I've been very lazy this morning and I need to crack on because I have no new items going live today and I need to do my stock take, start sending stuff live tomorrow. So I am doing my Lego that needs relisting. Those are my Lego sets that I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I did about 20 or 25 of them. So I have sold them. I just need to refresh the listings because they are April. Yeah, April. And then I need to get the very, very small box of Lego sets which I've got, which are still listed, and sell similar, schedule them for the next days. And then I need to do jeans, and as much as it is, you know, going to be my birthday on Monday, the week commencing next week is going to be a lot of work doing because I've taken time off work, so I don't have to go in to the shop. So, you know, I've got plenty of time for myself next week to get myself on top of things. I have a few things here which I'm going to fling in the wash. These two specifically, I've only got 4 things here that I've sourced over the last day. These need a wash and I'm going to put the washing machine on, so I need to video this before I put the washing machine on. Paul Smith shirt stinks, and these, they just feel a bit, you know, grubby, and they're Levi's 501s, you know, they're just, yeah, they're only going to be like 25 to 30 quid. I'll try 30 quid, but there is signs of wear. And then these, which are probably slightly better than the other ones. Yeah, so I paid £4 for each of them. £4 for this as well. So they're chinos. These ones sell slightly better than 501s, I find. And they've got everything going for them because they're corduroy, nice browny, you know, orangey brown. There's a word for it. And then this that I've picked up, which is another one of these fall things, which I've never found fall, and now I've started finding them, which usually means that it's dead in the water. So that is just like a vintage top with embroidery. Probably only get 15 to 20 for that. So that's not great, but it's all right. And now I am going to list this. I'll probably do the sell similars of the Lego first, get that put back in the other room, make sure that make sure that it makes sense. I might revise some of the prices. The Technics ones are priced at 20 and the other ones are priced at 15, and I think I'm doing okay. I mean, I've sold them. It just takes a while to sell through. I think that's it. I need to just be comfortable with waiting and not undercut myself. Maybe I'll put them down to £12.99. I don't know. It's just summer holidays, Lego, assorted Lego packs will sell. I can't show you any of them because they're all stuck down. That one I might be able to show you. Yeah, this one's undoing itself. They've only got very simple SKU numbers on them. That is what they are. So that's one of the Technics ones. I'm not tipping it up because it'll just fly everywhere. She says. But I like to keep them in these things so that they go in the post. I just need to put that back where it is because it's in numerical order. So far, I haven't made any mistakes. The only mistakes which nearly happened was because of eBay messing up the SKUs, because obviously with all the changes they'd been making, I was doing a sell similar changing the SKU as the first thing that I did when I went in the listing. And because it was the first thing that I did in the listing, for some reason it wasn't saving it, because at one point 6 months ago when I looked at it all, I had an SKU that was the same for like about 4 different sets. So that was aggravating. Anyway, I'm not going to talk any further because I have got 50 odd items on here. I want to try and get as many of them listed within theory. Probably try and have a little bit of a nap, because I'm not gonna go mad today, because we're going out later for my birthday, because we can't do it Monday because Jason's working, but he's working today anyway. That's by the by. So I'm gonna crack on with this, see how far I get. Right, hello. So it is Monday morning, and this is me, 45 now. So it is my birthday today, but obviously that doesn't stop the fact that I've got stuff to pack up. When I left you, I was going to work on this pile of stuff, and it's literally, well, the weekend has been the weekend, and I've done stuff, you know, birthday related over the weekend with my husband. So this has not been tackled. So this is still here. I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to do any today. I feel like, you know, when you get these birthday cards and they say relax on your birthday, and then you're like, yes, I must relax on my birthday. But I am going to go into town. I'm going to get my hair cut because these end bits are really knotty and gross. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully I haven't left it too late. I like to do one of those ones where you just walk in, because I've never found a decent hairdresser since I've been in Manchester. But by the by. Right, so bits I've got to pack up. As a birthday gift, somebody bought this mug this morning, so now I've got to fiddle around wrapping a mug up. £20 I've got for that. I did think I would get £20, and then I was in two minds. So gonna wrap that up. I've already got the stuff here for me to wrap up. I have then sold this. So this was on one of my hauls. Now some people are asking £250 for this. The 250 ones are brand new and sealed, because having looked into it, Magic the Gathering, they want the card packs to be sealed, and that's what people like. So although I've been able to go through and check all of this, these are supposed to be in it, by the way. These are things I don't really know, but all the cards are there. I've checked it all through. Everything that's supposed to be there is there. It smells, it's got that vintage smell, but mine, it did have a pen mark on there. So it seemed to me that realistically the highest price that you're going to get from this, even though it's like £19.98 to technically vintage, the highest price you're going to get is 50 quid realistically. Mine has got like a, you know, it's been sat on, had some heavy stuff sat on it, so it's got that sort of dent to a box, and obviously it's got that pen mark. So I've accepted an offer of £30 for that, which I'm more than happy with. And now I'm going to trial these eBay boxes that I've got, which do look really good for Lego, but they are, it is a bang on size for that to go in. So we will use that, because I cannot be asked to faff around. Really, I'm annoyed that I've got to do that, but it's not even like it's difficult. I could do it on camera because it's really simple. I'm just making more of it than it needs to. And then I have sold this for like £12.99. It might be an offer like £13.49 or something like that. That's under the stories, just a top. Let's put these away. I've already put a load, getting this out, I've put a load of stock away this morning, so although that looks like I've hardly done any listing, I have done some listing, but literally had a good day on Friday listing, and then it kind of like stopped there. Yeah, I was at work as well on Friday. That is Tommy Hilfiger. I've had that for a long time. I think I only paid £1 for that and the stories top. Yeah, I did. But I've had that for 6 months. This I've had for probably 2 bleeding years. Yeah, that has gone for like £8, I think, or something like that. Maybe even less, maybe like £6. Somebody sent me an offer and I took it. I am tired because naturally it's just, the streets have just been filled with annoying lads who, you know, I don't know why they're even bothered about the football. I don't know, I had a weird dream waking up that I was, because they obviously have been disturbing my sleep, and I dreamt that I was firing a crossbow out of the window at them, and the police came, and then I said, well, it's my birthday and they're being noisy and they kept me awake, and they said, okay, well, that's okay, you are allowed to kill 5 people on your birthday. It's totally bizarre, but then I've watched the news about Trump, and then there's been an actual crossbow killer, hence why I had a crossbow. Just, you know, deep within me there is a psychopath that needs to be restrained. Right, this is Red Nose Day t-shirt. I will not be picking up Red Nose Day t-shirts, and another thing is I will not be picking up Mickey Mouse t-shirts. This is actually, so anybody who likes Paul Weller will recognise that art. This is the guy who did the Paul Weller album cover, Stanley Road. Yeah, Peter Blake, that's the artist, obviously, unless some random person has signed it. But that again has like taken 2 years to sell, I think. Maybe not. But additionally, I've only sold that for like $12.99, and on top of that, because it's Red Nose Day, I add a 10% donation onto the bottom of it. It's like an alarm clock that sounds like somebody's alarm is going off. It sounds like a railway crossing alarm. Nobody is quiet around here. This one wound me up yesterday, and that's it. I did I did sit myself down to do a little bit of listing yesterday afternoon, and then I just started having my head pecked by this woman who's like completely done my head in. And if you have watched, and I highly recommend that you watch Married to Reselling's recent video, it's entitled Dark Side of Reselling, and it's all about stupid messages that you get from people and all these like back and forth messages. I've just put that away. I don't know why I just put that away without showing it to you. This is Reese. It's just a polo. It's got a big hole in the back of it, which I've repaired. Let me show you. Yeah, so polo. Merino wool. I've only paid £1 for this, but had a massive hole in the back of it. The hole is there. I think I've done a pretty good job on that one. You can see from the back that it's a really big pull, and it was a very big hole, but I'm pretty pleased with how well I've done that. Obviously it's declared, and I think I've still got £14 for that. Because it's merino wool, it was quite a high price. God, maybe I even got slightly more for that. I don't know. Anyway, let me put it back away. Yeah, so the Married to Reselling thing, very funny. And they were talking about exchanges that you have with people. And this one, so I sat down to do listing, and then I only ended up listing one thing because I was sort of messaging this woman back and forth, back and forth. she sent me an offer on this blouse, and she sent me an offer of £15, even though it was originally up for 30, and I'd sent her an offer of 25. And then I thought, well, she's paying the postage, I have had it for a while, I'll accept the offer. And she'd also sent in the message, can I have this other one? I'll buy your orange top I'll buy the orange one for the same amount, $18, which equates to £15 with us. And then she was like talking about combined postage costs, but of course she was telling me her combined postage cost in dollars, and then I had like windows open, and I was like trying to work out what I'd charged, which was quite steep. So, and then she was like, oh, I need to buy this orange one, you send me an offer. And I was like, I can't send you an offer, you need to go on the listing and send me an offer, and I'll accept, and then I'll send you the combined postage. And I was assuming that she was talking about Marla Wynn, of which I had another layered top, which was peachy orange, and I'd put peach orange on it. And I also had a vest as well that was Marla Wynn. And she was like, no, I can't see it. And then I sent her a link to it, and she says, no, I still can't send it. And I says, well, I assumed that this was the one that she was talking about, because she'd sent an offer. I'd had 50 offers yesterday to send out to people, which I'd done. And one of them was with this peach orange Marla Wynn top. So I assumed that she'd also been watching that, and she already had this outstanding offer, but she couldn't work out how to accept it. She only had like 8 feedback, so I'm not sure she was all that au fait with eBay. So I was literally messaging her for about half an hour, back and forth. And then she was like, no, I can't see it. So it turns out it's another blouse like this that's in orange, which is in this peachy orange, that another seller was selling, who was in the UK. So she naturally assumed for some reason that because the UK is so small, this person would be just up the road from me and we could send it together. This other seller, we were going to send this item to her anyway. It just completely melted my head yesterday, having this liaison with her. So anyway, I hope that she's happy with this, because I just feel like she thinks that this is a different colour. What can you do about people? I better put this in a bigger thing. I'm so glad that I technically overcharge for my overseas postage costs. I used to be cheaper than GSP. Now I think that I'm slightly more. But you see, I just don't know why. I just don't know what's wrong with people, and honestly, that just pecked my head yesterday. Completely pecked my head. Yeah. Anyway, last thing that I've got is this sea salt dress, which this has gone out on an offer of $23.99, and I probably could have got 30 for it, but it is like needle cord, so it's more of a wintry dress. Sea salt, size 20. This is called the Morose dress. And there was a lot of interest in that. This is one of these where I'd actually accepted a 20, so it's not doing this on everything with mine, but I accepted an offer of 25 quid from somebody else, and then it sold for $23.99 to an offer I'd sent out. So I had like 8 people who'd had this offer of $23.99, because I was looking at it and it said that I'd sent out 8 offers, and then I had this pending one that was waiting to be paid for, and they obviously didn't pay for it, but it remained for sale, and then this other person's purchased it. So yeah, that's good, because at least, I mean, I'm pretty on top of things, so I don't think I would have like forgotten to relist it, because I am pretty on top of things. This week I'm going to, God, I thought that was a pigeon again. That was an actual human. It is very noisy. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about then because that was just so noisy. Yeah, so this week I'm going to do a stock take on trousers, and then that should be everything refreshed. And when I say refreshed, so my oldest listing should be now the end of May, and that will be the dresses. So I will then start coming to relisting things again as a sell similar, and it's going to be starting with the dresses category according to what I've done on my diary. And that is my personal account, eBay, that's open there, which has literally sold nothing. So my sell similars are all written here. I do need to write down that I've done the Lego, because Lego, I haven't been completely lazy. I have done, this is my relist column, so I've got relists there. That's all my Lego listings, which I've gone through, and everything is there. So I'm going to write on the bottom of here, Lego, and that one is 15th of the 7th, 24. So dresses relist was completed 31st of May. Then I've done men's shirts categories 10th of June. That's how many dresses I've got. There's literally that many of them. I think I did do them all by the end of the May, so I think they went on as a big lump, not like 5 a day, which is what you saw on that relisting thing. It's just that I wanted to use up my allowance for that month, because I kind of wanted, I didn't want this stock take to sort of like take so bloody long. But that just proves how much stock I've got in the men's shirts, games, mugs, books, CDs, ties, hats, women's tops, and soft toys. Accounted for me relisting as a sell similar 5 a day for the entirety of June. Yeah, the entirety of June. I don't think I made a note of the dresses, but I did. Yeah, but I obviously did do that here. And then even at the end there, I bunched a load of them up to use up my allowance for that day, for that month. It just goes to show just how much stuff that you have that does not sell. I think it's quite telling. So then for the month of July, I have done shoes, bags, skirts, jumpers, cardigans and coats and Lego so far, and then I'm going to do the trousers, and then in theory I can start relisting dresses again. Although technically they don't go stale, do they, until they are like 3 months old. I don't know what the best thing to do is. If anything, it makes me get my boxes out and check that everything is tidy and that everything makes sense in there, and that everything, you know, and then it gives me a prompt, if I keep on top of this, to amend the listing. So I think, even though it means that things are going to be refreshed on a like 6 weekly basis, which is probably a little bit overzealous, it is still a good idea, because nothing is going to go stale. Anything that needs amending will get amending. Price amendments, mistakes that I've made, because there's always mistakes. I don't know. And then there's Vinted, which, you know, I'm not giving up yet, but yeah. So I actually managed to find something this morning that I wanted to purchase, so I've purchased that. Yeah. Let's see if that's any good. I have had somebody make offers on the majority of the items which I've listed, which was only 5. But of course, I accepted the offers and they're yet to be seen. I've also had a barrage of dumb messages on there, you know, and it's just annoying. And I find that if I turn notifications on, I get notifications of literally everybody that I've followed and no notifications on any of my selling stuff. So it just irritates the hell out of me, the whole app. So I can't see me committing to Vinted, even though I'm at a point where I could look at stuff and I could, you know, when it comes to me, like, you know, doing the trousers this week and stock taking them and making sure that everything's there and stopping stuff that's been dropped off, and then when I do the dresses again, some of it could probably really do with being listed on Vinted. But I'm just totally not enamoured with the platform at all. I just find I just don't understand the appeal. I don't understand the appeal. So whoever this person is, I've bought a bundle of Lego off somebody, which the majority of it looks like vintage Lego. So let's see how that goes. If it arrives in a carrier bag with all the pieces falling out, I will not be using Vinted again, and I will take all the stuff that I've got off there on, you know, because there is no appeal for me. I would rather put my energies into Depop or Vestia than that. So I'll carry on giving it a chance, but that's where I stand at the minute. Right, so I need to get into town because I'm going to have the haircut that I'm going to have is going to be one of those drive-by haircuts. Right. Do you want to see me pack a mug? Probably not. I've got some packing peanuts, but I'm going to do this on camera anyway because, you know, it might be fascinating for some. So, packing peanuts. Not that it needs it. Get rid of that. Find me flipping scissors, tape. And this is all stuff, well, not the, obviously I've purchased the bubble wrap, but most of this is stuff which is lying around. So I'm going to pull that through the handle. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Do another bit. Don't want to make it too big. I'm one of these ones where I'll end up making something that's too big and then Royal Mail will be going, your puzzle was too big. And then they can't work out where it's gone, or if the machine turns it down, depending on what part of the country you're in. They'll just either surcharge the buyer. It's that old 16 centimetres again. That is always the problem. Okay, so bubble wrapped. I have, ooh, what's in here? It's crisp in here. I kid you not. I mean, we are just reprobates. There is a bin over there, but I want to put that in the kitchen bin. Right, so that is more than big enough to fit in there, but I am also going to use this. So this is a Coca-Cola tray. That is the stuff which was round said Coca-Cola tray. That is going to be padding. I am then going to cut this in half. take a mug. Undo the bloody ends of this. I should probably use the bigger piece which I've got there. Yeah, that piece is probably bigger. So I've just cut that in half and it's too bloody small. Right, so this card is going to be wrapped around here. Sort of. So people box within box, but that's all that needs. So that is going to add the extra bit of protection that it needs. Doesn't need anything more. No, it's fascinating stuff, isn't it? Fascinating stuff for you. Like I say, a real birthday treat for me to have to package a mug Monday morning, mug packaging. And now I've also got the added treat that I've got to. No, I won't be using Canva because this is too long. So I'm going to use another editing software, which catfished me the other day because it left a piece of music on it when I did that cleaning music, and I was just like, oh yeah, I used that non-copyright piece of music. Turns out it wasn't non-copyright music. Right, so that's that padded. I'm just going to take, here they come, the grass cutting people. I have taken my antihistamine this morning because I was sneezing enough. It's so gorgeous out there, so by the time I've actually left the house, it's going to be, this will probably have ended. If it rains today, it will now rain for 40 days and 40 nights. It often rains on the 15th. Let me tell you that. Today is St. Swithin's Day. Is it St. Swithin's Day already? Right, so that's the mug. Any knock that has, I mean, some people probably now send that in the post. But obviously, I am now going to suspend that in there, pack it round. Doesn't need all of this extra room on here. Let's see if this is 16 centimetres. This is supposed to be 16 centimetres. Yeah, I really don't understand. One edge of it has to be 16 centimetres. As far as I am concerned, that is 16 centimetres. I have sent shoes off in this and they got surcharged £3.50 because I'd sent a pair of shoes off in one of these and they said that it was oversized. There's problems with all of these delivery firms. So it's like that, when I got them delivered, I had those sent click and collect. When I have that delivered, I have that sent click and collect. Those have only just gone on to click and collect with bloody eBay packaging, because there's so many things that are substandard with eBay packaging which I don't like purchasing. But if I normally order them, they go missing and they will not do anything. They send you a form, you fill the form in, you never get a refund. They never resend the item. I've said to them before, I says, I want to order this. Can you put the click and collect option on it if I have to use Hermes every? So I have started using every. So since the wonderful place which I use for my Royal Mail drop off, which although I'm going into town, I'm going to go that way and then I'll just walk up Deansgate because I'd rather use them than the place in the Subway restaurant because I don't trust them. They have started doing every drop-offs as well, so I've started using them for every drop-offs, and I've acid tested them with about 3 parcels, all of which have arrived within 48 hours. Yeah, 48 hours. The first parcel that I did arrived in less than 12 hours. So I was It's like they knew that I was testing them. So I was suitably impressed. So, just got a bit of newspaper in here. Obviously I've already got that other bit in there, so I am just going to pad that out. I might put some more of those packing peanuts in, but it really doesn't need it because it is more than required. All I need to do is just make sure that that middle thing is not at the side of the box. And then anything that happens, any knocks and bangs, won't be a knock and bang to the mug because the mug is suspended in the middle. So obviously there's padding at the bottom there, that's suspended in the middle. If there's a bang on there, it doesn't even impact that, and that's what you want. That's all you need to do. And I do that every time. So that was my wonderful birthday packing episode. I said packing, not anything else. Right, so that's it. So I'll just take that up and that's ready to go. And that is in size requirement. All this damn packaging. It always surprises me when I get told that something is too big. Yeah, right, so that's me done. Oh, obviously I've got to do the same with this thing now. These boxes are a lot bigger than I expected. The other ones, I was thinking, oh, I must buy some of these boxes. Actually, I wanted padded envelopes that were big enough to put an A4 book in, but for some reason eBay packaging don't sell that. It's perfect. I'll just cut the sides down on that. Obviously it's not perfect, but I just, another job that needs doing is tidying up in that room because I cannot get into the mug, and this were both in the corner boxes, which whenever I go to look at, everything is in the flipping way. Absolutely everything just tries to fall down and come with me when I go in there, just to wind me up, just to wind me up. People need to stop doing this. Spanish were doing that yesterday when they won. Oh God. There's just too much of it. Right, so I will fold this down and I will get out of here. Get my hair cut. I'll come back here, and as much as it's not a birthday activity, I probably will get on with some listing because I need to get through this big pile of stuff. I have so much to get on with and I need to get ahead of the game. Yeah, that's that. Packaging done. Right, that's me then. I'm going to go and carry on with my day, put my crisp in the bin and all this other stuff here. So it looks like cleaning and hoovering and everything else is in my future. It looks like something bad happened in Coronation Street last couple of months ago. Well, this is only June. I don't even know where this has come from. I'm so concerned. Right, thank you for watching. I'll be back again soon. Goodbye.